What is up, everybody? How we doing? How we feeling? We're here. Selection Sunday. We're live with our first episode of Pickin Corners, a part of the Pickin Winners group here. As you guys have probably seen me before, I'm Tyler. You've seen me on our football show Pickin Six. I am joined by a new member of Pickin Winners, Mikey Truth, Michael Ruth, as you want to call him. How we feeling? Welcome aboard, buddy.
Hey, happy to be here. Looking forward to this Selection Sunday, probably one of the craziest in the last few years. I see obviously we got Maryland number one. That's an obvious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and as we got started a little late, which is fine. But yeah, I mean that was a given. Nothing missed there. University of Maryland is number one in the men's bracket. What I didn't realize is they're also be doing the women's bracket tonight, which that's on me. So we could talk about that. Oh, Brown number 8. Okay.
Yeah, I did see they're doing it joint men's and women's. So that'll be cool to see how that shakes out.
Yeah, they're doing these
I wasn't sure Brown was going to make the cut, just with curious where that puts Notre Dame in the mix. Because I know they were sitting on the bubble there as well. And how many Ivies are going to make it?
Right? Okay, yeah, they are. I didn't know if it was still a mock, but this is okay. Number 8.
What's the over under on Ivies in?
3.
Yeah.
4, 7. All of them.
I'll take over 3.
Dude, yeah. So
there's 2 right there.
Clapping. So for those who don't know, in lacrosse, because Pickin Winners is fans of all sports, right? So in lacrosse, the ACC is typically the dominant conference, right? Powerhouse conference. And this year, the Ivy League has been very, very helped. Been way better, and because they've won so many out-of-conference games and then just beat up on each other in conference. So they're going to there you go. Princeton, there's 2. And I don't see a single ACC team. So Maryland's the 1 seed, Brown's the 8, Princeton 5.
Probably,
they're ripping these off quickly. They're not even waiting.
No, I bet it's under 3 ACC teams.
Under 3? Oh, under 2. I would say maybe Notre Dame just beat Duke.
I know, but Notre Dame's a bubble. But are they ACC champs?
There was no tournament.
Oh yeah, they're like
co-champs. They didn't do a tournament. It was so weird, which only hurts themselves because they're RPI, which I have a weird. I don't know how I feel about the RPI. Do you have the RPI ratings as it stands? Because I feel like they're so weird. It factors into a lot. Yeah, 4. There you go. 3 Ivies.
Crazy.
Well, while we're going here, Mikey, do you want to introduce yourself to the folks as the newest member of Pickin Winners?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Mikey Truth, Mikey, whatever you want to call me. Hopped in on Pickin Winners here for a little lacrosse expertise. Me and TY ball a little bit here and there, winter league, little pickup. So, I like to get out on the field a little bit, like to watch a lot, and then I coach too. So
yeah,
avid gambler as well.
Yeah, so we're here for all the lacrosse related content. I know you play a little D1 club ball at Duquesne University. So
that's right. Big shout out there,
dude. That's crazy. Then you helped start the team there, right?
Yeah.
There you go, pioneer.
Probably my biggest accomplishment.
I mean, it was we were talking about it earlier. I said what it's really going to be. It's going to be the Maryland Georgetown Invitational, and then we'll see where everybody else ends up. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah. I think the RPI is really how bad did Maryland smack you?
Yeah,
and it just ranks in that order. Yeah.
So did you lose by 2 or 20? So Notre Dame, if there was RPI for how bad you lost to Maryland, Notre Dame came the closest. They only lost by 2.
Right. Yeah. So that we'll see if that gives them enough.
And 4. That's 4 Ivy
around.
Over 3. The line was over 3.5. Penn, the 3rd seed.
We're already there. 4 Ivies in.
Dude, Penn looked so good today. They had a skid towards the end of the season, and they didn't look so hot. I mean, I shouldn't say that. They didn't have a skid. They just were barely beating teams. Obviously, Sam Hanley's a dog, first of all.
Right.
But Rutgers got in. I mean,
Oh.
that was going to happen.
Yeah, they're an interesting team. They're like they're just never they're not going to beat Maryland, that's for sure.
Did you just hear Quint? I know we were trying to keep the audio out. Did
No,
you
what'd
hear
he
him just
say?
call the NASCAR offense?
He's spin at
So
it.
once again, for those who don't know, the Rutgers men's lacrosse team, I don't know where it came about, where like their offense goes fast, so they call them the NASCAR offense. And then I don't know if they call themselves that or what, but that's five Ivy League teams started. That's Cornell's in. Yo,
That's
do they
crazy.
give Harvard an at large?
I don't know. No.
But anyway, what was gonna? Oh yeah, so like Rutgers coined themselves the NASCAR offense. So now the announcers just literally that's all they say. That's all they. It drives me. It drives us crazy. Quint Kesnick, what a gem.
I know, what a
Let's be
legend.
real though. Where would we be without Quint?
Is Duke going to make it in? They just showed a little.
People are calling UVA a bubble team. How do you feel about that?
They're 7th in RPI. I know that. So I feel like from a marketing and business standpoint, you want to put a powerhouse like UVA in there.
Don't base it off marketing. I don't know what you're talking about.
People want to see last year's the back-to-back champs with an asterisk next to it go again and probably get beat down.
Yeah, I mean, with a chance to three-peat with like the storyline of going three in a row national champs, like
Exactly.
That's undeniable.
It may be, however, it shakes out an all-time Maryland UVA game.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, as we were saying, Mikey is a local to Harrisburg, like you boy, Central PA, Lacrosse.
717.
117 maybe. See, I don't know how to feel about it. I'm like I can't say much about it right now because we don't know who they're playing. Like, yeah, they're in, but I want to see like of the 8, like who get the seeded bids, like where the at-larges are going to be.
Yeah.
So that's 5 Ivy League teams.
It's crazy. And Harvard could still go in.
They could. They're on a bubble.
I know.
That's like they're saying where what Duke could be or Ohio State. Who were the bubble teams? It was UVA, Harvard, Duke,
Ohio State, Jacksonville.
Let's talk about Jacksonville, bro. So the Jacksonville Dolphins down at the beach. Head coach John Galloway, former, literally just retired from pros last year. They call themselves Transfer U. I mean, I like it. I mean, if you really think about it, like, they say Salisbury is kind of similar, but like they're Jacksonville's snapping up a lot of transfers. Like they're saying, hey, you go to your D3, you go to your D1, your other D1 school, and it's cold and you ride the bench. Hey, want to come where it's warm and not ride the bench?
No, exactly. Yeah, it's an interesting thing they're doing. I don't know if you heard, they actually snagged a kid from Florida State's club team.
No.
They recruited him out of high school. Kid goes to Florida State, probably to party and enjoy himself. Graduates Florida State is like, and he was a baller and in club, of course.
Yeah.
Hits up Coach Galloway and they bring him in, he transfers in. And he's been playing.
This is going to happen?
No, he's already there. He's got a couple goals on the season. His name's Reed Smith.
Oh dang! I remember I heard a wall bomb the transfer from D3 Tufts, who's just
there's a
body.
There's a long pole from Salisbury that transferred to Rutgers, who's been playing this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of transfers, and notable transfer from the very 717. Tyler Gallagher, former club teammate of mine, playing at Division III Lynchburg, is now a defender for Ohio State. So transfers on, man.
I know. It's changing everything.
Yeah, dude. We're back. Quint. Where's Anish?
Let's see. Brown had an RPI of 10. Virginia was 9.
Yeah.
And every other team picked was below that so far.
Where'd you find it?
Here, I'll send you the link.
Oh, Vermont. I mean, they're going to be in the play-in. I mean, Vermont and Manhattan.
Well, they say they do those for
Well,
Virginia.
they're just they're just rattling these off. It was going to be a short show. I thought we'd be on this for a while.
I know Virginia's playing Brown. I like that. Yeah, they say for the play-in games, it's really based on geography.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the top two
that makes sense.
that are the closest, and they're just going to pick.
As it stands, we have a playing game of Vermont and Manhattan. So, and then the winner of that will play Maryland.
Yeah, whoever wants to.
So Maryland is going to be in the quarterfinals at least.
Yeah, it's basically a first-round bye.
And Brown plays UVA. You want to talk about storylines? Let's break that down for a second. So Lars Tiffany, the head coach. I mean, for those who don't know, I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, obviously, if you don't follow, that's fine. Lars Tiffany, head coach at UVA, was the head coach at Brown with Coach Sean Kerwin, his assistant. And then they made the jump to UVA. And then the last time these two teams played with Lars as the head coach at UVA, Brown beat him, right? Everybody, they thought that Lars had left Brown in the dust, but Brown picks up Division III head coach Mike Daly. And they've been just fine ever since. What do they say? So Princeton's playing Boston U. That'll be a great game.
I think that'll be a close one.
Isn't it crazy that Boston? I saw this tweet that Boston University's in the tournament, but Chris Gray isn't.
I know, it's nuts, right? I bet he did not. He left because they weren't a contender. And then, I mean, imagine him there this year. I would have been.
He probably would have put up 500 points.
Yeah, easily. And
Yale, he had no supporting cast, and also I saw St. Joe's is playing Yale.
They're gonna smack. Yale's gonna smack up on St. Joe's.
Delaware's the playing game. Well, they got to put all these conference champs in.
Yeah, Penn, Richmond.
Bobby Moe. That's a Pittsburgh school. That's right down the road from you.
I know those Bobby Moe boys are different.
So Georgetown's going to go to the quarterfinals. That's good. Georgetown will play the winner of Delaware. They got Richmond. Yeah, Richmond won the SoCon, right?
Yeah, they
won. I
don't
think Jacksonville makes it, bro.
Harvard's
I haven't seen a Duke or Notre Dame yet.
Notre Dame or Duke is going to be this spot. That's it.
You got a Rutgers and Cornell matchup still. Who plays who?
Rutgers got Harvard.
You think?
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say you think. Might be a second behind. I'm on YouTube TV. So that's six. That's 6 of the. So there are 7 teams of the 8 schools in the Ivy League that have lacrosse, and 6 of them just got into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, poor Dartmouth. Although they didn't have that bad of a year, they just didn't have that good of a year.
That's the thing. Dartmouth lost to a Division III team last year.
Yeah, they got a tough go at it there. I don't know how they.
I mean, it is what it is. But that's 6 of this.
Oh, yeah.
Notre Dame didn't get in.
Did you? Do you follow Nick Ocello at all on Twitter?
Yes.
He is freaking out right now.
Oh my God. And no Duke.
I know.
Is UVA the only ACC team?
I think. That's crazy.
Yo. Well, so Ohio State beat Notre Dame. That's the problem. In the regular season?
Yeah, I think too. I guess Harvard only had 12
what?
games.
Oh, God. Oh, Nick Ocello's losing his mind.
Cancel everything.
Yo.
Officially rooting against every
Notre Dame. I can't even Lax Twitter is about to lose their collective minds. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Let me see if I can pull these. We can start talking about these back if I can pull them up. Dog. So we have the bracket. What just happened?
I don't know.
What just happened?
All I know is
Yo. I'm they're talking about it right now. Notre Dame didn't get in. They were having such a that's the thing though, is that like their strength of schedule in the beginning of the year sucks.
yeah, and
They
they
play
peaked too
they
late.
played like 5 teams like in the bottom half of like all of college lacrosse, like,
Right.
and they won all of them obviously.
Yep.
But then like you can't lose any of your other big games if you're gonna do that.
I can't believe Ohio State made it. I wasn't that impressed with them this year.
Me neither. I mean, so let's say so how do you like what is your honest opinion or like justified opinion about the like all 6 Ivy Leagues making it in? I mean, like I understand it because of um I mean they had the best out of conference record as a whole, and then they go and just beat each other to the point where like those all of them are 3-3. 3-2, 3-3. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like Dartmouth was the only team that didn't fit that mold. You know what I mean? But you have 6 of the 7 teams in the conference, all with amazing out of conference records, with against really good teams, and just it's very evenly matched records within their own conference. It's just hard to. That's so crazy. I cannot believe that
Dude,
Notre
it's
Dame
not.
didn't make it in.
I mean,
Notre Dame was 11th in the RPI.
I feel like it's the Ivies is
So
a case of them.
yeah, of
Like,
the 12 of the top 12 RPI ranked teams, 2 didn't get in, Duke and Notre Dame. How could you have an NCAA tournament without Duke?
I know.
What? May Duke?
I think I would have taken them over Harvard for
I
sure.
yeah. I don't even know how to
Kind of
feel
like an
about that.
Ivy, kind of like an Ivy overkill. Not great for the sport, if you ask me.
I don't. Do you think it was because like they had to like?
I mean, I think they all were great, and they all just beat up on every team outside of them, and then they beat up on each other. So you got like transitive property
Dude,
wins in
that's
there.
so crazy. I don't even know how to feel about like. I'm trying to see if I can put up the bracket now. Oh no, the bracket probably won't be live. They won They won their final 6. I'm sorry for anybody who's watching this about my stunned silence, but like anybody who's watching this or will watch this,
I was hoping Notre Dame would make it. I like watching the Kavanaughs play.
yeah, like it's a thing though. Is like there's like if you want to talk about like if it is slash kind of is a marketing thing, um, like not having the Kavanaughs, not having May Duke.
I know.
That's a lot of opportunities missed, in my opinion.
It's not great for the sport. I'm telling you, you have to have those big fan bases like ACC fan bases.
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't say that. It's not bad for the sport. It's just taking it in a different direction.
Yeah, just to the Ivies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, like I could have seen 4 Ivy teams making it. I mean, technically they all 6 had a case to make it in, but that doesn't mean you put them all in.
Right. Well, I'm a big expand the tourney guy.
Yeah.
I got my pitchfork ready, and let's put at least another 4 teams in.
It's all 64. Well, that's the thing with as opposed to college basketball. There's 200 and something Division I men's teams. For college lacrosse, there's 74.
310 for college basketball.
So there you go. And there's 74 Division I men's lacrosse teams, mid 70s somewhere.
But still, we can't add 4 more.
Well, I'm not saying we can't. I'm just saying only one.
What side are you on here? What side of history do you want to be on?
Yo, it's the second time that the conference has been a one big conference since 1975.
That's crazy.
Mm.
I didn't think the ACC was that bad this year. I didn't think they were tremendous.
I just feel like people got down on them. Like the public perception was so down on the ACC, and rightfully so. Like I get where you're coming from, but that's just I don't know how to feel about it. I am very shocked. They probably won't put the brackets up right away. I'm trying to see if I can pull these matchups up.
I know. I couldn't pull it up. I was looking.
I mean, So now that we have our um the bracket set, who are your favorites as like to make an impact that aren't Maryland or Georgetown? Let's start there.
Um, I like Boston just for fun. And I think they're just kind of riding high on, especially that now that UNC is not in the not going to get a bid or hasn't gotten a bid and won't get a bid. I feel like
Yeah.
the team's riding high knowing Chris Gray left and is
Ty
losing.
Xander's on
It's
Twitter.
kind
All
of
right. Sorry, go ahead.
it's kind of petty, but I can get into it.
Yeah. I'm trying to find like if somebody already put a bracket up so we can talk about it. Um
Delaware was
oh,
early season. I thought they were gonna knock some skulls
yeah.
come tournament time, but I don't think so anymore. Probably an early out.
Yeah. Let me see if I can um
Oh, I got it.
let me see if I can share my screen here. I'm trying to see if I can bring it up. But anyway, if I can't, for the folks, we'll just stay with us. So Maryland is obviously they got their matchup. What was that with Vermont and Manhattan? So
Yeah,
that's easy.
that's a beat down
Is
just
what it
waiting
is.
to happen.
Is what
Let's
it is.
put your bench in
I
at
think that
half.
Vermont. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think Maryland just puts their bench in at half and
Yeah,
probably still runs up the score.
yeah. I found NCAA Lacrosse has it on Twitter, by the way. So that's what go. Twitter always helps us out. That's a bracket. Brown, Virginia. That's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, I think Virginia being technically unseeded really.
As the defending national champs.
Yeah, they're not as good as they were last year, but they're not that bad. I think we might be in for a little brawl in this one. I could see
Yeah.
Virginia coming out on top pretty easily.
Do you see a scenario though in which Brown wins?
Yeah, Brown's tough, and you got Larkin Kemp, Brown alum, just campaigning for them, uh, hanging out in the parking lot, making sure that Brown gets a bid, and he achieved it. So
I mean,
I could see the Ivies are tough. I mean, at the end of the day, they're tough. I don't think I could see Harvard beating Rutgers. I think Rutgers will win that.
yeah,
Princeton will probably beat Boston. Yale over St. Joe's, but Penn Richmond, I think, is a good one. Richmond's kind of sneaky. I
really?
don't think they could go far, but I think they could do enough
You
to.
think they could beat Penn?
Penn has played some sloppy games.
That's
They
true.
pulled it out.
That's actually a really great point that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, they pulled it
And
out
like
because they're gritty, but
it's kind of why I felt the way I did about Penn actually end up winning the Ivy League. So I wouldn't say they were sandbagging, but it was like you barely beat Penn State,
yeah,
who's horrible. I, I know, home favorite, is what
shout
it
out
is.
Tambroni.
Like they're not horrible. They're just injured and young. So is what that is. Then they almost lost to St. Joe's. Well, I mean, St. Joe's is in the tournament, so I mean, NEC chance. But still, like, and when you compare
Yeah,
like the Ivy League to like an NEC team,
right. That's just an auto bid. So
like they're not like comparable. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. Cornell, Ohio State. They played regular season, I think, actually, and I'm pretty sure Cornell won. I'm like pretty confident in that.
I'll pull it up. Let me see. Yeah, Cornell won 14-11, so good little rematch here. Cornell Big Red is tough.
That's also like an interesting spot because of them having such a young head coach. Connor Buchek, he's what, 28, and he's the Division One men's lacrosse coach now. Like that's a big role. I know that's why he retired from the professional game, but that's just that's no small task. You know what I mean? For anybody.
Oh yeah. Well, and I think too, there's a little bit of. I know it's Ivy. I know Cornell's Ivy, but Cornell gives me like kind of gritty. They kind of give me a blue collar feeling. It's kind of like a blue collar matchup, as blue collar as you can
Blue
be in the
collar,
Ivy
blue
League
collar.
against Ohio State, which I mean, Ohio might be the grittiest state in the country.
Nah.
Just no beaches, just nothing to enjoy there. Everybody just works, and that's it.
Everybody just works. It's just a lunch pail kind of state. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean, that's all that's going on there. So it's it's a bluish white collar, blue
No,
collar game there. But I think,
people would say that Brown is the true grit because they're a state college.
yeah,
So
but
they claim they're not a real Ivy there because they're a state college.
I know, but I don't know. I just something about Cornell gives me blue collar vibes. I think they come out on top though in that one. The Ohio State's not been that impressive, but
Hmm. So of the Ivies, like I mean, they can't play each other anymore. They have to, um, they have to play other teams. Who do you think makes it the farthest? Who do you think of these? Who do you think has the best path to the Final Four?
um,
They're all gonna have to meet each other in the semis. Like, well, if Yale and Princeton win, they'll have to play each other.
yeah, all I know is
Or,
that
excuse me.
Brown, Virginia have the worst path to the championship.
Yeah, because you're talking about like whoever wins out of Brown, Virginia has to play Maryland, right?
Right. Same
And
for the
on
Georgetown side.
if on the slightest, oh, you know what I just thought about? Think
Hit me.
about Maryland being number one and Virginia being right next to them. Teeing that up for as a quarterfinal game for a championship rematch.
Yeah, it's kind of genius. I mean,
But I feel like as a quarters, though, I feel like I would have put them not that close. Like I would from a marketing standpoint, I would have put them. Not near each other. You know what I mean? Just like on opposite sides of the bracket, so they wouldn't meet until the
ye-
finals.
I would at least either finals or at least semis. I don't know if I would
Yeah.
do it this early,
Hmm.
but that's a tough way in. Going through Georgetown's a tough way in. But I think the bottom of the bracket here with the Rutgers, Harvard, Penn, Richmond, and then the Princeton, Boston. Princeton will probably beat Boston. Yale will beat St. Joseph. So you have the 5
Yeah.
and the 4, Princeton, Yale. And then you have 3 versus 6, Penn and Rutgers, assuming they pull it out. That's a tough.
I'm gonna put Rutgers at upset alert.
I could see it.
They are they're number 6 seed, but I could see Harvard beating them.
Yeah, Harvard. I don't know. Do we sure Harvard's that good?
They have gotten better. Jerry Byrne is the head coach.
Aren't they like 8 and 4?
That's a great question. No, there's something like that.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they are 8-4.
They're 8 and 4. They lost to Ohio State 12-17. Their one win comes from, or their first win comes from NJIT. And they have Fairfield, Michigan, Brown win, Boston win, Dartmouth win, Colgate win, lost to Cornell 17-9, lost to UPenn 8-11, beat Princeton 19-6. I guess they're kind of peaking at the right time, but
Yeah,
it's also just like
that's the thing for them. It's
it's
like
also just typical
the body of
Ivies
work. Yeah, go ahead.
beating on each other.
Yeah. They're pulling up as we're speaking. They're doing the women's bracket right now, and that looks like a gauntlet too.
I like the women's bracket because they have so many of the like state schools, like Northwestern,
Yeah, the
or big universities.
Charlotte North is a dog.
She's a beast. She would
She's so
score
good.
10
Jesus
out of 10 times
Christ.
on me.
Yeah, she's so good.
It's unbelievable.
I don't understand it. Syracuse are going to be great. They
Yep.
just lost. Didn't they lose one? I think they lost one of their good players for the.
I think they have 2 down with, like, leg injuries.
Yeah, I feel bad for not being more able to speak on the women's game, and I hope to be better at that. But yeah, I mean UNC's. I mean they got the number one, which makes sense. I feel it's going to be UNC Boston College.
Yeah. I mean, well, they just need to open up the women's for gambling, and then, we'll be all over it. That's the thing.
Charlotte
This
North,
is
Charlotte
picking this is Pickin Corners, so
North.
we gotta get the girls on the DraftKings slate.
Yeah, that's
That's
facts. Yeah, DraftKings, if you're listening, which I know you're probably not, add women's lacrosse, and we got you.
there we go. Look
Notre
at
Dame.
that.
Well, see, Notre Dame made the women's tournament.
Well, at least one of their teams did. I would Nick Ocello is gonna burn down the NCAA. He's gonna kill the committee.
like, I don't know. Even with Ohio State beating Notre, I think that's the only factor, which is unfortunate because it's not. They don't do eye tests. It's not the college football playoff. It's supposed to be. It's right. It's supposed to be purely based off the ratings, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to go a lot off of RPI. And then they have a few other like kind of objective pieces to review, but it always gets a little subjective, and it looks like everybody's ready to grab their pitchforks and riot with Notre Dame not being in.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Anish Shroff,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Rob Cannell.
So Anish says, I hope we do. We have a great tournament. I really do. But Notre Dame lacrosse legitimately had a chance at dog pile on Memorial Day, which I 100% agree.
I think so. Yeah, talk about gritty. The Kavanaugh's riding on attack is the grittiest thing in the world, and they're so good at it.
Is Notre Dame the snub of the century?
It has to be. I mean, we're early. Well, we're almost a quarter way through the century, so at least as of right now, it's the snub.
The snub of the millennium.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Of any sport in the universe ever.
I think so.
Nick Costello is losing his mind on.
I'm surprised he didn't start a group chat for it.
Yeah, dude, I'm honestly shocked too. That's Jesus, bro.
Yeah, like listen to this one. Draw a line in the sand. You either think this tournament is a complete joke, or you've set up camp and are on team dipshit. There's zero middle ground.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's crazy, dude. What a selection Sunday.
Dude, I don't know how to feel about it. I just I've never felt that more you know what I mean? It like with a lot of these, everybody feels like, there's a good sense of how it's gonna go.
Yeah, every year.
Okay, these are our conference champs, and these are the teams besides those conference champs who have played so much better than everybody else. These are there's a 16 that are all the way up here, and then there's a big drop. You know what I mean? There's a drop off.
Oh yeah, I think
we talk about growing the game. I feel like that speaks to the talent really being spread out.
Yeah, now more than ever, I'd say for sure. Normally, just like you said, past all of my life, I feel like I could just rattle off the 8 teams that we're gonna get at larges every year.
Well, I could do it right now. Right, Hopkins, Syracuse, Virginia,
Maryland.
Oh, dude! As a Hopkins fan from a young age, it makes me so sad.
Oh, they've fallen off.
Dude, should they? The big question there is: should they be relegated to Division III?
No, but it is. They should. All their other sports should be pulled up to D1.
Oh, is that what it should be?
Just give the kids the nod. I mean,
yeah,
yeah. I don't know that they're struggling though. Kind of coaching issues, and then I don't know. I guess it's just a hard sell down there, and you got to be pretty smart to get into Hopkins, so that might be an issue for about half of their recruits.
Like they said, it's a tough sell because of I mean, we're not going to get into a whole bunch of, but the area, you know what I mean? They say it's not really that fun. In the immediate campus area, there's not really much. You have to go away from it to where the fun parts are.
Exactly. Yeah. It's cool. but it just you could
college
go
sports
there, or
down
you could
the road.
go like Maryland, or I'm trying to think of some other Towson. I mean, come on.
Yeah, if you're a recruit, like there isn't like I forget where I was hearing this. Like if you're a recruit in this, like say if you're in high school right now, your memory of like what Hopkins and Maryland is so lopsided towards Maryland.
Yeah.
It's not even fun. Like it's like for like when we were kids, like Hopkins was like there. Like they won like what like two national championships like in a span of like they didn't go back to back,
I don't think they went back to back, but
but like within
within
like that 2000 that mid 2000s Hopkins owned that. Hopkins and Syracuse like were above everybody else. Like owned that.
oh, they were like a perennial powerhouse. Now they're like perennial middle below average of the pack.
Relegate them to the MCLA.
Yeah, I know. They probably get wiped by Liberty.
Did you have to play Liberty at all for your club games?
No. If we wouldn't get along with that team. I love the Liberty hatred, but I think they will be next to go full Division One. I really
You
do.
think?
They have all the facilities. They have
They
all the
do.
money.
That's a great point. That is,
They already have a locker room. It's the only club team I know that has like 3 sets of helmets, maybe other than Oregon.
yeah.
Um,
I don't even think Oregon has that many.
and they're private, so they don't have to worry about, like Title IX is still important, but like public money and public funding. They just use all their donor money.
As speaking of Duquesne, as they're talking about the women's tournament, they have the associate aide. I don't know. Do you know this guy on the TV? He says he works for Duquesne. I don't know.
What's his name?
I
Dave
don't know.
Harper?
I don't know. It says the associate AD. I don't know. Some white guy in a suit. I don't know.
I'm looking at him. Oh, with the little polka dot tie.
Yeah.
He looks familiar.
So if you had to say right now, look, we'll get out of here soon. Let the people get a break from our ears. I mean, give people's ears a break from us. Who would you say is like the likely Final Four?
I mean,
Dude,
that's easy.
that's like
That's easy, dude. That's so easy. Maryland, Georgetown, Yale.
You're no fun.
Rutgers.
Rutgers?
Yeah.
Oh my God! There's a chance for Rutgers to make the Final Four.
Give the dirty jers.
No, Penn is gonna beat Rutgers, bro.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Penn's playing sloppy ball.
Are you kidding? They didn't play sloppy when they smoked Yale today.
I will sit on that take.
I will. We can burn you at the stake alive if.
Yeah, I'll sit on that take. Rutgers.
Okay, you know what's gonna happen right now? Well, not right now. This is gonna be clipped. I'm gonna clip this, and when the outcome of the game comes around, we'll have the receipts.
I'm willing to die on that take. I
think that is absurd. I think you're wrong.
I mean,
I think Harvard beats Rutgers.
That's crazy. No, you're crazy. What was the score from Penn Yale today?
15-7. Like Penn worked.
Do you think there's a chance that St. Joe's beats Yale?
I think there's a chance that St. Joe's loses by 1.
You don't think they can win?
I mean, St. Joe's was leading in their game against Penn a week or two ago.
They lost by 1 to Penn. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they beat Yale 16-9 today. Penn.
So I mean, hot take. I think St. Joe's beats Yale.
Here, just let me. You know we're live, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna let me just let me fire off from the hip. Is that how you're feeling?
I am. Did I say Penn State? St. Joe's. St. Joe's beats Yale.
Well, you said St. Joe's. It's still crazy, but like you said St. Joe's.
No, what's the intern Coolin plays for St. Joe's, so I'm putting that on him.
Dipshit brigade.
Yeah. I feel I mean, other than that, I don't think there's going to be too many shakeups unless you think UVA can somehow squeak something out against Maryland, which is just not going to happen. I think they can beat Brown.
Here's my other. We're just firing off hot takes.
Yeah, let's hear it. But you got to fire some off.
What's I think that obviously it's I shouldn't say super likely, but like I think that UVA Brown's going to be a good game. But I think that UVA has every capability to be able to beat Brown. I mean, I'm gonna relate this take to football. I'm a UGA fan, right? And so we walked into the SEC championship undefeated and got worked, right? But that loss was better for us to show up in the national championship. Maryland hasn't had that loss.
Yeah, but they haven't come close either. That's the problem.
They have. Duke, not Duke. Notre Dame almost had them. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying that Virginia, like I feel like for some reason, like in the public, I don't know what you want to say, like in like the minds, everyone UVA has like fallen by the wayside.
Dude, Maryland beat UVA 23-12.
Back-to-back national championships for no reason.
Maryland beat them 23-12.
What?
Maryland beat UVA 23-12.
That's I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that.
That's how teams beat up on the Manhattan Jaspers. Like,
I'm aware of that.
Beatdown.
But like, I could see it happening. However, I'm going to pull the Stephen A. Smith. However, Maryland is a wagon, and if they win by 30, I wouldn't also be surprised.
Dude, I don't think anybody's stopping them. They just beat Rutgers by 10.
So should we give Maryland the trophy now? Like, do you think that there's legitimately anybody in the field that has a chance to beat them?
No. Nobody.
Not even Georgetown?
No, not even Georgetown. There were teams that I thought could beat them along the way. I thought UVA would give them a hard time.
I thought that was going to be a one-goal game at least.
They did for one quarter, and then Maryland just opened it up. I mean, between Wisnauskas and Keegan Khan, they just.
That's the thing. You want to talk about like making the most of the transfer portal. Like they picked up Keegan Khan from Nova. Who else they picked up? Was Donville a transfer too?
Yep, he came from Cornell.
Yep. They picked up who else did I think those are the two most notable. And then Logan Wisnauskas. I mean, the fact that Syracuse didn't try to keep him from transferring is, like you know that like he was originally a Syracuse player, like as a freshman.
Oh yeah, and
like they said he was lighting up scout team, but like and should have been playing, and they just he transferred. And they didn't even like. I mean, I'm sure they probably tried to fight for him, but like I think he should have been playing as a freshman at Syracuse. But they redshirt 99% of the freshmen anyway, so it is what it is. I mean, I don't like. I know like it's all for the banter, but it kind of sucks to think that like there's a chance we might just have to just hand the trophy to Maryland now.
I mean, I think that's which it kind of makes it lame.
Yeah.
See, they have so many transfers on their team.
Yeah. Do you have the roster up right now?
Yeah, they got Wisnauskas, Syracuse, Donville, Cornell, Keegan Khan, Villanova. Then they have Gavin Tigg, if I'm saying that right. He's a Fogo from Virginia.
That's the other thing is people were taking people from Virginia. Like there's a couple guys who transferred from UVA.
Oh yeah.
Like the Syracuse goalies from there. I just feel like the losing Schellenberger, like not losing him, but like the fact that like in the minds of people that we forget that he exists for some reason right now.
But he's one guy. I mean,
but so is yeah, but they also has Matt Moore and also has Peyton Cormier and also has Xander Dixon and also has a fantastic defense. And I forget who their goalie's name, but he's pretty good. Nunes. Nunes, the goalie. He's
Oh yeah.
pretty good. I just think that that people were so high on UVA, and all of a sudden we forgot why we ever were. Like they're still the same team. You know what I mean?
They're just a little beat up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, because I know Moore was like fighting a lot of fighting injuries from time to time. LaSalle was fighting injuries from time to time. I don't know.
They're struggling. They're just not. They're not who they were. No, they're Maryland's the new Virginia. That's what they're saying.
Have you? Did your did your um did your players find us?
I think so. What up, boys?
That's amazing. Yo, I
I
mean,
hate them.
if they're day ones, I would hope that they would, make sure that they like, comment, subscribe. I mean, they're doing the commenting part. We need to see the subscriptions go up, okay? But if they're in high school, they shouldn't be gambling. Mike.
I didn't put them on to it. That's the problem.
Handle
Yeah. They just found this.
them.
They follow me everywhere. So
I mean,
appreciate the love, boys.
That's what good gets what
Get
good.
ready for the Trinity game tomorrow.
Yeah, they should be asleep. It's past your bedtime. It's 10 p.m. on a Sunday, boys. Get some rest. That's funny.
Well, I think on that note, we just call it now that they're here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all right, we're out.
That's it.
I'm kidding. But I mean, we'll run it back one more time. So the matchups, first round matchups, are Maryland versus the play-in versus Manhattan and Vermont. I think Vermont beats Manhattan, if we're being honest.
Yeah, probably.
And that's a Maryland walkthrough. They'll have a nice day. Brown UVA, final answer. Who do you have? I mean, we'll talk about it. We're gonna jump back on in the middle of the week once like the gambling lines come out, like the actual betting lines for these games come out. And we'll talk about it a little bit more. But like knee-jerk reaction, who do you have in Brown UVA?
Virginia.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Princeton over BU.
Yeah, that's
Do
easy
you think
money.
that BU? I think BU makes out a decent game.
Probably just out of like effort.
Yeah.
At some point, talent just takes over.
Yeah. I think BU can make it a decent game. Yale over St. Joe's will
St.
Yale.
Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying that definitively. St. Joe's beats Yale.
Yeah. Go Hawks.
Okay. Yeah, all of your kids have found us.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Go to
I
bed.
appreciate the love, though.
Go to bed, kids.
I need these boys to perform tomorrow. That's the problem.
You shouldn't be watching this. You're too young anyway. I'm kidding. We appreciate the support from any and all people. Tell your friends. If you have older brothers who are legally allowed to gamble, tell them.
Let me just big shout out to the Northern Boys Lax team for showing out.
Yeah, I also have a coach in the area, but I don't let my kids follow me on social media.
I don't either. I'm not sure how they found it.
Wait, how do they?
They're good. I don't. They got me figured out.
Did we cash out in the Kentucky Derby? Absolutely not. I mean, I know I didn't.
I didn't.
Am I getting flamed right now?
Kind of loosely.
I don't know how to take that. Ryan, I'll put you in a locker. Go to bed. So Pam, back on track. We'll wrap it up. Penn over Richmond. I'm saying Penn over Richmond.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, and then I'm saying Harvard.
Rutgers. Yep.
Loses to Rutgers, but in a very dramatic fashion.
We'll call it a close game.
Yeah. Cornell, Ohio State. I'll take Cornell. In a not close game.
Yeah, I'll take Cornell. And Georgetown's
obvious. It's the winner of what? UDEL and who are you missing? Bad for radio. Why am I losing my mind? Hold on. I see. I look at the women's bracket. They have so many teams in. I wish that the men's bracket gets to that point. Why am I losing my mind? It's bad for radio. Anyway,
what position
all
did
right.
you play?
Huh?
What position did you play?
Me?
Yeah.
Close defense.
Just the kids wanted to know.
Oh, in the chat.
Yeah. But crease offense now. Crease
What?
attack.
Crease attack. Dude, after you left, I stuck one in the corner.
I'll be back.
I'll try to play next week, but it is what it is. It sounds like you owe your kids food when we make people money.
Apparently.
That's what we do. We want to get people from not eating Wendy's. Where we want to get them. We want to make sure they're eating these steaks. Because we're making some money. We'll be back later in the week. I said the kids are running the show now.
Yeah, don't.
What's my favorite?
It's time to close it out.
Yeah. So I'll ask one more. What college did Tyler play for? I briefly played for Misericordia University. Roll Cougs, baby.
There you go.
I briefly played. Well, that wraps up the first very, very interesting episode of Pickin Corners. We're just under an hour. Is what it is. I guarantee you it won't be this long every time. We want to make sure that we like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, if all of Mike's team wants us to subscribe to us, that's like 30 extra subs, so we'll take it. And we want follow us on Instagram and Twitter. @_ Pickin Winners, very important. Me and Mike's social stuff is in the description below. But yeah, I mean, wasn't a terrible first episode. We'll keep it rolling. We'll be back in probably midweek to get once DraftKings drops the lines, we'll be back to talk it out.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I think what's up? Hold on. What's up, Brogan? What up, Peach? What up, Glenn? All right, Luke, you're cut.
Yeah. Nope, not putting that anywhere.
We'll get Coach Kyle on this next time, boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna tell your parents what you're saying in this chat. I'm not putting it on the screen. All right. With all that being said, I hope that everybody has a healthy and wonderful week. I hope that the Northern boys lacrosse team. You're not men. The boys lacrosse team. What do you guys play? Trinity?
Yeah.
There you go.
Big
my JV boys. My JV boys. We got one more against Cumberland Valley on Wednesday, so we'll see what happens. So we've only lost 3 games this year, so we're feeling pretty good right now. But yeah, everybody have a happy and healthy week, and we'll see you guys later in the week. This has been our first episode of Pickin Corners. We out.
See you, boys.